6 o'clock this afternoon here in the shop. It's raining. Look at that. Pouring down out there right now. Alright. The beast is sure fighting. But it's getting its butt whooped. Alright, there's that gap. There. Let's go up top. Yeah, I don't know if these inner splash aprons and radiator support here, all the other splash aprons that bolt onto this thing were all part of this car originally or not. None of them seem to fit together. You're pulling, tugging, and prying on all of them to get them there. And these fenders go together so hard. I'm half tempted to just leave them together and tape this off, because these are simpler to tape and mask off up in here to jam paint these with than the Chevrolet parts are. But we'll see. We'll see what we do when we take it back down again. I say gaps up here all pretty decent. I talked about this before. I don't know if this is supposed to be a Pontiac thing. I find that hard to believe. Fender curves in, door panel curves out. I don't know. This other side was like this also. And I know that this fender, I do believe, and this door come with this car. At least they had dark blue on them. So, who knows. But this one here was the same way. It's stuck up right here. Fender concave, and the door actually had a bow. So we've made these two roughly meet. We'll do some finesse work here. I'll do the same thing on the other side. Kind of give an idea of what we're looking at here. This is a 389 car. It's a 66. 100 didn't come out until 67 is what I've been informed. So kind of gives you an idea of how everything's going to look in here. Keeping the engine covered up. My ceiling fan blew the plastic off, so we'll show you this while it's off. Alright, we got to keep going on this. I'm going to fit the hood back on and fit the grill surround and everything all back in, and we'll bring you back then. Alright, on the GTO here this morning, I didn't make any video of this disassembly here. Took all the front sheet metal back off, inner fender aprons and everything. The owners had a change of heart on this. When he bought this car, all these pieces were powder coated, gloss black. It's not correct for restoration. So he's going to take them now, the powder coating all stripped off of them, and bring them back, and we're going to paint them satin black. So he's going to pick those up today. So I keep going on this thing. So I'll bring you back when we get those and get those put back on. Alright, some of these spots I'm not going to make a whole lot of video on. You guys have all seen this before. On the bottom, patch panel putting down there, about 4 inches long. Made a roll for the top. That tucks in. Rocker panel, recorder panel sits on top of that edge. So that's what we did down there. Got a little repair work to do above it. Got some repair work to do around here on this edge line. We'll work our way up to that. That'll be next. Alright, we'll bring you back. Alright, run this down here. I didn't make a whole lot of videos of welding this piece in. Welding this patch in right here. Got to come around the corner now. Gonna use just some thin tracing paper. I like to use this. It transfers really easy. See how thin it is. So we're going to use this to make a pattern. The inside right here. The bad right here. Make our pattern for that, and we'll transfer that to the sheet metal and cut it out. Make sure we got a good fit before we cut this out. A lot of times I'll just cut the piece out, like I did down here. I just cut this piece out, and I laid it over top of the sheet metal and used that for my pattern. But this is so punky, I'm not going to be able to get this out of here. Probably a piece that's suitable to use as a pattern. So we'll make a paper pattern first. All right, we'll bring you back. Okay. Working on this area down here. That's what we've got. Too bad. Cut out the old that was right here. So I made a paper pattern. And then here it was right here. That's how that goes. Okay. I cut this out then. Probably can see the contour and the shape on that. I can't get it right in place here with the camera rolling. One hand tied up. But I've had it in, it fits pretty good. Should weld in it really nicely. That's what we've got made up. That's what we'll use here. Get this one all welded in. Then I'll work on this area back here. I'll make another pattern here. And I'll cut this out inside the lip. We'll weld this piece in then. Each time we hold our shape by leaving just enough of it in there. So I'll bring you back to make more progress. Alright, we've welded this patch in now. I'll show you what we've got here. This is our initial weld on it. First weld up here. There we go. Pretty nice. This body line right here. Follows nice and through there. A little bit of a curve on this piece. This piece right here is very concave. I'll tell you, you can kind of see from the back here. We've got this to fix yet, but you can see right here. Big curve here. All of this. And then of course the lip goes underneath right here. The bottom of the quarter and the rocker panel meet. Our patch on our rocker panel too. So we'll finish welding this in. You can see we got some places here. Come back and we'll weld in. Finish, get it all welded in solid. Grind that down. Should just be a glaze of fill over top after we're at that point. But like I said, we've got to cut this out back here yet. This inner lip. Replace that. So we'll bring you back when we make a pattern for that. I'm going to make a paper pattern for this like I did out here. And then we'll just cut our sheet metal out. Test fit it before we cut anything out here. I like to make my patch first when I use the paper patterns, and then I lay the patch piece over top where I'm going to cut, make sure I'm right, and then mark right around my patch piece. So we'll bring it back as we do that. Alright, we're doing the last patch on this fender over here. Same procedure as before. We have a little paper pattern here. See, body line curves out up to there. Transfer that to sheet metal. Right there, you can see on the bottom. I marked where the lip curves down underneath. And that will go right here. So I'm in the process now of cutting this out. Favorite tool, cut off wheel. So I'll bring you back when we get this cut out. We fit the other piece. Alright, we've got our patch piece all welded in here. Got a rough grind down on it, just some final finish shaping on it. See how she looks there. Not touching any little speck holes that are still there in our weld lines. Let you know what it's like there. Like I said, this is what we took out here. Nice. Got a riddle full of holes. Had a bunch of old brazing on it. Another old panel put over top of it. There you go. Nice and solid now. Alright, bring it back when we continue this. Get our finish work done on it. Okay, this quarter bottom, rocker bottom, all welded up now in the GTO here. See what we got. This in right here. Rocker panel. This in here. There's a lot of contour to it. It curves out like that, as you can see right here. Kind of get it. There we are. This one up here, put this piece in here, it curves out this way. You can see how it does here. and then put in this edge lip right here. So there was 4 pieces on that. There we have it. Just a skim of filler now. Some seam seal back on this rocker panel. It's a 1/4 panel seam. And we'll be good to go down here. A little bit up underneath this lip here yet. A couple of little places here. And I've got some on the lip on the other side, and metal work will be done. I hope. We'll see what we find. You know how it is. This car, everything I touch with the grinder ends up growing. So we'll see where we're at.